Okay, we're looking to factorise. So factorise is looking to take factors out of both of these terms. So the biggest factor that comes out of 8 and 6, if you look at purely the numbers, would be 2. 2 times what then will give us 8? Well, that'll be 4. And because it's an x term, we're going to put the x in there. Then we're adding, because it's going to be a positive 6 here, 2 times by 3, which will then give us the 6. The second question, looking at the 14 and the 35, 7 is the biggest number that will come through. So then we've got 7 times by 2 will give us 14, and it's 14x, plus, and then 7 times by 5 will give us 35. Now the last one here, make you think a bit, you've got 16 and 40. Some people might go 4, but actually there's a bigger number which is 8 that you can put in. Now, it doesn't matter that the algebraic term is the second term, it doesn't change the process. 8 times by what will give you 16? 2. And then 8 times by what will give you 40? That's 5, and it's a y term there. Now, factorising can move on slightly because you can have, you can take algebraic terms out as well. So if you notice on this one, I'll still look at the numbers first. So 2 will come out of it, but I've also got there an x in both of those terms. So an x is going in there. Now I need to think about 2x times by what will give me 8x squared. Well, 2 times by 4 will give me the 8 part, and then x times x will give me x squared. Now I've already got an x on the outside, so when I times out here, my x is already on the outside, so there's no need to put another x on the inside of this second term. It'll just be 2 times 3 will give me 6. And the next question here, look at the numbers again, focus on them first. So 7 is the biggest number that comes out of both. And I've got here, if you want to think of it as x times by x, and this one, this is x cubed, which is x times by x times by x. What I can do is take out x squared, because I've got at least x times x in both of those. 7 times by 2 will give me 14, and I've got my x squared there. And then I'm going to add, and 7 times by what will give me 35? Well, that's 5, and I'm short of a 1 more times by x, so I'm going to put an x in there. And the final question here, looking at 12 and 40, so I'm looking at 4 being the biggest number. I've actually got y squared there, and then we're going to open the bracket here. 4 then y squared, so what do I need to do to times it by 3, because it's 4 times 3, which is 12. And then we add, and then we've got 4 times by what will give us 40, that's 10. Now interestingly, if I add those together, I get 13. And then 4 times by 13 will give me 52 y squared. Now if I actually look at the beginning, I could have simplified that straight away, and I didn't spot that I had the same term on both of those. So there's no need to factorise that question.